social media allegations claim a photo exists of Nolan at a land-based pool party in Jackson County before 1 a.m. July 5th. And this was 5 hours ago. So y'all, this is clearly showing they're in a pool. You see it? And who is that right there? Who's that guy? Unless Nolan could be in two places at one time, who that is? Ain't that Nolan? But wait, I'm going to show you where the pic originally came from. Do you see the name right there? It says Evan Noel. Now they're saying that this was one of the friends and this was at his house. So if Nolan went missing on the island, how was he at a pool party July 5th? Let me get into these text messages because ain't nobody about to say I'm making up anything. Now, I don't know who these people are, but they having a whole conversation. And it says, if this is true, it's confusing. If Nolan went to the pool party after the island, how did his body get discovered on the island? You're saying they at the pool? Why wait till now to tell his mother? His mother knew, ma'am. I've been told her, yes, Andrew was trying to keep us quiet and trying to put fear to us because he bigger than all of us. But I told no, mom. And that's why the private autopsy was made. But yes, it was a big fight at Evan's house at the pool the same night. But yes, Wyatt and Andrew and Evan was jumping him after Evan's mom threatened to call the cops on everybody to leave her house. Everybody left, but no, didn't. He wanted his phone.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter.
Now, first off, it was a few red flags in what we heard. First off, thanks for being here. If you're here, let me know you're here. It's not gonna hurt. Now, Nolan didn't want to leave without his phone. Make it make sense. The mother kicked people out of a party. The mother kicked people out of a party. Allegedly. They're saying that certain things might have been at this party. That should be investigated in itself. What we are about to hear, y'all, OMG, powerful. I'm not saying these things are true. I'm definitely not saying they're false. We're just going to review and react to this clip and watch with an open mind. Anything is possible, y'all. And it's kind of adding credibility to the fact that they're saying these people went out and got representation. Make it make sense. Did something happen at that party in the pool? Did Nolan get taken back to the island? There was somebody saying that they seen them cleaning out that boat real late too. Now that comes back into play. It's a lot that doesn't make sense. But because it doesn't make sense, it's making the situation make sense. Let's watch with an open mind. Let's get to it.
I hope the truth will come to light and Nolan gets the justice he deserves. Yes, ma'am. My brother going to get justice. The truth is out. They took him back to the island that Monday morning around 4 a.m. They found him, I think 8 or 9 a.m. I could show you the picture as well. I would tell you to go look at it. But Evan deleted the picture Sunday. Bro, no, didn't get into a fight at the island. It was our other friend Nono and Wyatt did get into an altercation right after that, even 10 minutes later, because Wyatt took his phone and Evan was trying to be hard. Nolan was definitely screaming, "Give me my effing phone back, ninja. What the heck is wrong with you?" So they all calmed down. So that's when we head to Evan's house because he was throwing a pool party.
Now, Nolan was alleged to have spoken to some chick before he left. Do you remember that? Okay, cool. Now, did these people take his phone trying to lure him to the boat? As in, when I say lure, like, come on, bro, we got your phone. Come on, you know we're about to party and blah, 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 blah. Now, did that boat really take on water? What was the real motive to leaving? Was it about the party or was it about the boat? Did they use the phone in collateral because they knew he wouldn't leave his phone? But because he wanted to stay and talk to that chick, maybe he was trying to get her to come to the party. Yeah, we're gonna what's going on right now is this is a conversation. I'm not sure what platform, but they're in the comment section. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. I want to say this. I feel like these people should be careful what they know, but they need to report what they know to the proper people, because I don't think if it were the other way around, they use social media for what they need it for and apply whatever's necessary, but I don't think they're going to do it on here. They need to report this to higher authorities and not just social media. Check this out.
So yes, Nono came to the party, and yes, we was drinking, but Wyatt and Evan and Morgan and Andrew was really high, and I think they was trying to get Lucy and Natalia to try some as well. But yes, they got into it again at the pool party. It didn't end until almost 1 a.m. I know Evan mom kicked us all out. Once they started fighting, it was Andrew and Evan and Wyatt and Warren was basically recording and laughing, saying, "Get him." It's a screenshot, so I couldn't press the see more. LOL. Obviously, I did. That's how they got his phone, because I called. LOL. LOL. And his phone and keys was on top of his Xbox. That's why they requested him to have a private autopsy. LOL. Because once they came to the house, Evan and Warren had deleted everything, including the vids Nono posted that night, and I showed them the pic of all them at the pool party that night. Jay saying that cause he is friends with them. I mean, we was all until this. I don't know why Jay still communicating with them anyway, but he always been like that, LOL. But nah, this is messed up, because Nono still would be here if he didn't go to that pool party.
The pool party. The pool party. Nono would be here if he didn't go to the pool party. Let's speak about the pool party. The picture that was floating around here that the Evan dude deleted from social media, but somebody else screen captured, that picture says so many words. You'll see Nolan, or who's alleged to be Nolan, off in the background looking kind of bothered and disturbed. You'll see somebody right there with him as if they're trying to comfort him. You'll see one guy being comforted that looks so super scared. Then you'll see some dude in the middle look like he's about 38, graduated high school 4 times, but he's looking like, "Urgh." Is that the guy that they say is trying to intimidate people into not speaking? If someone's trying to intimidate someone for not speaking, why isn't that being looked at, and why isn't that being considered witness intimidation? If that thing is real and they're really trying to intimidate someone, What would the motive be? I'll wait. What would the motive be? Let's continue.
Willie D said, you know what? Something don't sit right with this young man. He said, I feel like he been compromised. Because when they asked him, do you feel like this was racially motivated? He was like, like he ain't want to answer. But I don't think it was racially motivated. I think something went down. Just my thought. I think something went down and they was like, oh shoot, we got to cover this up. Because what I've also seen in other videos, people were saying that his body allegedly was not waterlogged. Meaning, if he was in water for so long, he should have been like swollen and, water all in the lungs. That's what I'm guessing, right? That's what that means. It makes sense, right? Waterlogged. But they're saying his body wasn't even that to have been sitting in water as many days as it was. So the belief is that he was actually harmed here and placed there back on the island. Now, I'm not saying all of this is concrete. I'm just telling you what I've found and how certain things the parents said is because people, Nolan's friends, Nono's friends, was giving them this information. And the family, mom and dad, was like, you know what? We need an independent autopsy done.
All right, now, is the friend compromised? Is the friend compromised? I could see that being a thing. I really could. You probably know certain histories of that area. You've probably heard and seen your fair share of it firsthand. But now you're directly in a situation where it's like super firsthand, like 4D. Do I think that young man was compromised? I wouldn't say compromised. I'd say self-aware. This situation's everywhere. The family probably doesn't have money to move. And he's probably thinking like, if this can go on with Nolan, imagine if other lives were on the line. I think he made a good decision saying that he didn't think it was racially motivated. I think that was a great idea, because he has to live there. He has to live there. Can y'all blame him? Be 100. Can you blame him for what he said? Let's continue.
Nolan's friends were at his parents' house with them. While they were there, they must have been dropping tea. Remember, his father said that while one of Nolan's friends was at the house, he called a girl, and the girl told him that Nolan's keys was sitting on top of somebody named Jax's Xbox. LOL. Obviously, I did that. That's how they got his phone, because I called. LOL. LOL. And his phone and keys was on top of his Xbox. That's why they requested him to have a private autopsy. So clearly, they over there dropping tea when they was with his parents. And everything that they're telling the parents, little by little, is checking out. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about this. Again, I don't think this was racially motivated. I think something went down and they was like, oh shoot, we gotta cover it up. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Now, that last clip kinda says it all. Tell me I'm lying so I can prove you wrong. Nah, real talk though. It says it all because Nolan's friends were at his house comforting the mom. Make it make sense. While the other guys were busy getting lawyers. Come on, man. The friends were at Nolan's house. Cool. But the other ones didn't show up. If you're still here, let me know you're still here. I'm out. Peace.